This week's update made possible by the Hennessey Post, Hennessy's only news source. Sign up today to get your free subscription at allabouthennessey.com. I need a haircut. You know, I had one scheduled like 2 weeks ago before it all got going. Never got it done. So.
You could wear a hat.
Oh, what a concept.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't do hats well. My head's like short and I look funny. So it looks like my ears are sticking out, you know.
See what happens when you start out, you kind of got that hair.
Yeah, once you wear it, you just leave it on.
Then you do this.
Yeah.
And
we could do both.
You got hoodie hair and hat hair. You could have hoodie hat hair. You could have a whole combination. Now I'm all unsymmetrical now.
You sound tired.
Yeah, it's been a busy few days. Got a little bit of a cold going on, or not actually a cold, kind of a sore throat. Cindy likes to sleep with a fan on. She likes that noise.
Not me, my wife. Yeah.
Yeah, and so I think that's contributed probably to it. I have no proof.
Well, blame it on that.
Yes,
yeah.
Absolutely.
Okay.
And so a little bit raspy, but yeah. So
that's all right. And we've both been doing like crazy hours. I know you were getting up wacky early, and
back to that whole deal, getting up, trying to decide whether you have school or whether you go virtual. What are you going to try to accomplish? How can you accomplish it safely? All those things.
I got up at 5 because I was expecting a rolling blackout, and we didn't get it because we were. Cimarron Electric, I guess, was on the list for today. If something happened, we were going to get knocked off. And
gotcha. Everybody jumped in and started.
Missed the opportunity. You know, well, I have my generator. I am ready. Okay, and of course, when you're ready, nothing happens.
Yeah.
Oh well. Well, let's talk about just like right up front about how school session is going to be.
Okay.
For the immediate future.
I think we got two things. One is how we get through the rest of the week.
Yep.
And then the second is then what do we look like long term? For the rest of this week, we will be full virtual all the way pre-K through 12 for Thursday and Friday. That'll be on the radio or on the television crawl. Okay. I'm sure you'll post it, and we'll get it through Renee. She'll make a phone call and text and email.
Okay.
So that you've got multiple ways that information will be going out. Again, that gets us through to Monday. And the reason we're doing it, and plus I have no notes, so I'm going off the seat of my pants
taking
here,
notes just in case. Okay.
Okay, perfect. And so everyone's well aware we had a little damage to the grade school and to the high school.
And we're going to do a full walkthrough video when we get the details done. So don't go away. We're going to show you the actual damage with video as we walk through the building.
Perfect.
All right.
So
continue.
If we kind of start the only two areas that really received any damage were, again, the grade school and the high school. All the other buildings, they may have had a stopped up faucet or something like that, but there's no actual damage. The elementary damage was contained to a pipe in a wall on the north wall of the first grade rooms.
And it just got the floors.
And it was all through the floors, and it didn't go up high enough to get into the bookshelves or anything like that. So what we're doing right now is we have a company that is a professional restoration company. They're here. They are putting fans on everything and then using dehumidifiers. So they stir the air up. The dehumidifier sucks the water-filled air up, squeezes the water out, kicks the air out, and when they dump the water.
Gotcha.
So it will dry it out, and they take readings of where it started and then where the readings end to make sure we don't have any future problems with mold or anything like that. The walls are not sheetrock. They are a concrete type of board wall.
They don't absorb like sheetrock would.
And we have always waxed the floors, and that probably saved us a lot because it's sealed against the cove. And so there was no place for water to wick up into any brick or anything.
I was wondering why the water wasn't going anywhere. It's like a swimming pool because everything's sealed. And it just sits there.
It had no place to go.
Yep.
So they're doing that right now, which is Wednesday. Are we Wednesday or is it Thursday?
No, this is going tonight. So
tonight.
This is Wednesday.
So Wednesday during the day, they're up there doing that now. We'll be able to pull water out Thursday, Friday, Saturday, pull out the machines on Sunday, and we'll go back to school. Right now, the plan is to go back to school on Monday.
Elementary and
okay. So the grades, again, this is all breaking news. We need one of those little sounders. we're
something here.
planning, again, just from talking to the principals, the plan is right now, and this could possibly change, but the plan is right now that everyone's gonna go virtual Thursday and Friday, and then Monday, 8th grade to pre-K, or actually probably should say pre-kindergarten up through 8th grade will return to school in a regular basis.
And that's on Monday.
On Monday.
Right.
Yes.
Okay.
Again, barring any weather, barring anything, I have some concerns that as it thaws out, there would be the potential to find more leaks. Mm-hmm. So again, I'm giving you best case scenario. We will have pre-K through 8th grade returning to school Monday as regular.
Okay. What about high school?
High school will go virtual for the first week probably. That'll be again ongoing, starting again Monday of next week. High school will go virtual.
So Monday through Friday, 100% virtual for high school.
Monday, next week. Yes,
next week.
Yes, yeah, that's the plan right now. Again, we're working through this. Miss Avila is working feverishly to create a potential reallocation of space to where maybe the high school will be back in school Monday as well. But again, right now, plan on them being virtual. I think it's easier to plan on being virtual and go back to school than have being planned to go back to school and then have us to go virtual.
Yeah.
So plan on us being virtual Monday for the rest of the week. Next week, Monday through Friday for the high school will be full-time virtual.
Okay. And you have other buildings, I guess we could distribute.
We
but
do.
It would be a mess. You don't have your equipment.
Yeah, we have received so many extremely kind outreaches from different groups, and the biggest challenge we have is the logistics of all the stuff that travels with the teacher. We depend so heavily on networks and on kids being able to get on and off devices and getting on and off the web, getting on and off Google, getting all those places. So it's just not quite as simple as when all we had to do is take a backpack full of books and a teacher's manual and move. We're so tied to technology that it's a little bit more of an issue as it stands right now. But we've got, again, a great deal of outreach from in town and even out of town.
Well, and there was stuff
we don't
especially
get.
in the high school, there were some things that were damaged.
Right.
Maybe even some personal items that were damaged. And
Yes,
I know
absolutely.
elementary school has a bunch of, all the rooms have carpets in them for the kids to sit on, and a lot of those were
Yeah, they're in the hallway right now.
underwater.
Yeah,
Pile
they're
in the hallway.
They're out in the hallway getting dried out.
Yep. All right, so let's quick recap. So Thursday and Friday of this week, everybody's 100% virtual. Next week, starting Monday, pre-K through 8th are full-time back in school.
Right.
And then high school, at least starting Monday through Friday of next week, is 100% virtual.
Right. We had, and again, I don't know how we want to transition, because the grade school, again, got a lot of stuff wet. We're not sure 100% what else is possible, but again, that's why we hired a professional restoration company to come in and again do all the testing and professionally extract the water in a way then that we will have data to show that we have reached the appropriate level.
Good. Very good.
There was almost no physical damage though. That occurred at the high school. We had a couple rooms that the ceilings that had collapsed into the room, taking the grid and everything down with it. The water got up higher and obviously you could tell it was spewing out as opposed to just running out.
Heating and air systems got water down.
A couple of those
them.
probably burned up, and they've got, like I said, they've got water in them. We don't know how many more of those are affected. Again, don't know how many more leaks we're going to find when things start to thaw out.
We did find that water runs from the north to the south in the building, though.
Yes, it seems to have tilted a little south because the parking lot out front was just an ice rink on that east end.
And we'll show you all of this here in just a little bit. But yeah.
But again, and I again apologize for the teachers and the staff who are finding this out at the same time everybody else is, but we just haven't had time to. When I learned this information was as I was pulling into the drive and parking. Mm-hmm. So a lot of this is changing as we go, and things are being addressed on the fly.
If we need, we'll do another video or a detailed post or something to let you know if anything big changes, in the meantime.
No, I appreciate that, the opportunity to do that.
Basketball.
Okay.
I I guess there's been some games that were either postponed, canceled,
Right.
rescheduled,
Right.
and nothing to do with COVID, I guess, at this point.
No,
weather.
This
is weather.
Weather related. The games that were Thursday, Friday are now going to be Tuesday, Wednesday, I believe, is what I heard.
Yep.
And then they'll have the regular. That will be the districts. Then will be moved to a Tuesday, Wednesday venue, and then the regional would be in a back to the Thursday, Friday, Saturday. Or Friday, Saturday. I think it's Thursday, Friday, Saturday.
Okay.
And then we actually host a regional that I believe it's a regional that we're not even in. It's a 3A or 4A.
Yeah, I was reading the map wrong, and I says Hennessy's not on here. What happened? We're out. This is
3A.
3A.
We're 2A. So that will have
Patrick
something
Griffin will make fun of
something
me.
to do with that.
Yeah. All right. The other big one is walking track. So the school's closed.
Right.
Are you going to open the walking track up again?
I'm not sure what the best way. We'll put on our website. We'll contact you, contact Barb, and get it put in there. I've not heard what Jalissa's state is as far as being able to get in and out. Coach Hicks has been gone.
Is the walking track officially?
She's our
manager.
Intern. She is the school intern, and she does a fantastic job. It will be open the new schedule, the Monday through Friday schedule.
Okay.
So if the
All
soonest
else
we could be
Monday, starting Monday.
we should be back good Monday, and then possibly Thursday, Friday. Again, just depends on what's her availability is. And right now, I drive a 3/4 ton 4-wheel drive pickup, and so I'm not having a great deal of trouble getting around. But I have seen others in low profile vehicles, lighter vehicles that just
Well, and you haven't
couldn't
plowed
go.
any of the school parking lots or anything yet.
No.
Either. So that's I found that 3-foot drift in the old admin parking lot this morning.
Yes, just walking in and out, getting in and out will be a challenge for some until we can get that managed. So,
All right.
again, possibly Thursday, Friday, but Monday would be a much more likely.
Good.
A much more likely date for that. And we're still working through the mornings, and possibly, I didn't get anybody commenting on the noon walking time. Again, so if that's something that you would like to see us do, please, I don't think I did. I don't know. Maybe I did, and I just don't remember it. So that's why you would want to email me again and tell me you would like the noon time to be available.
Drop him an email. His email, Dr. Woods' email is in the description of this video, so you can just drop him a note and say, hey, I'd like to do noon or whatever.
Right.
Okay. All right. You ready to do the video walkthrough, or you got something else?
One other quick thing.
Sure.
There have been so many folks from in town and out of town who have reached out and said, "Hey, we would volunteer to do this. We want to help with that." Red Dirt Wind. I talked to them about maybe donating some gloves. So if we have some work days, we could hand out gloves and stuff. They seemed excited about doing that. But just kind of bear with us. It's not that we don't appreciate it or that we're not going to accept the help. It's just right now we're waiting to see what we need to do. Where's the need like? If we get the carpet all when the insurance comes out and they say yes, which I'm going to push them to do to replace the old carpet.
Yeah.
And if we do that, there's a lot of chairs, a lot of desks, a lot of stuff that has to be moved. So at that point we'll be calling and saying, remember that offer to come help.
Because a lot of it is the teacher's stuff, and the teacher of each room needs to really kind of gather his or her stuff up first, and then before all the help comes in. So
there's bookshelves full of books. If those books are damaged to the point where we don't want to keep them, and again, we're very concerned, as everyone is, about making sure that it's a healthy environment, and you've got to get rid of everything that would possibly contain and support mold. And so we may need help hauling out books that unfortunately would have to be destroyed and not used anymore. So we just don't know what the full extent of the damages are going to be, and the full extent of the changes we're going to have to make and all that. So please, it's certainly appreciated, and don't take it as a slight that we haven't contacted you or called you. We just don't know yet, and we're kind of going again by the seat of our pants.
So don't lose interest yet. Just hit pause until we get a plan. All right.
When we know more about what's what and what the damages are, we'll certainly keep that information out best we can.
Good. All right. So
insurance adjuster was supposed to be here today. He didn't feel like he could get out of Norman, so he did not come today. So I should have had a little more information, but unfortunately we did not.
Okay. Yep. Awesome. Very good.
Okay.
So I got a call. What day was that? That was Tuesday? Monday. Monday morning, pretty early in the morning, I get a call from Dr. Woods. I need you to come take pictures. And when I pulled into the parking lot, it was literally a sheet of ice coming out of the high school into that drain in front. So the whole parking lot in front of the high school was just, like this deep in ice. And it was running under the walls, I guess, on those, on the south rooms. There was
those
water
rooms
just running through there. So right then I kind of figured something was up. And then we went in.
Figured right.
We walked in, and so the damage kind of starts at the beginning of the east wing.
Right.
Like from the
big science room that has the classroom on one end and the science tables on the other. It was flooded.
From the principal's office, east and north.
Yes.
Is where all the damage is. And so in the what is that? That chemistry lab? Is that what that is?
Yes.
Chemistry lab had floor damage. There was quite a bit of standing water. I walked in. I had tennis shoes on, and it was deep. And
when we walked in, I saw your tennis shoes, and I said, "Jack, are you sure that's what you want to wear on this project?" Because the water was extremely deep.
It was over ankle deep in some places that I had really squishy shoes by the time I was in there for a couple of hours taking photos. And
the reason we took the photos, I apologize, don't mean to interrupt.
No, go ahead.
But when you start dealing with the insurance company, one, we can't just wait. Like I said, it's been 3 days now since the adjuster is supposed to be here. Well, we can't just wait and let the water sit there for 3 days because then it starts soaking in. And so again, Jose, he brought some of the ladies in, Paulita, Charlotte, Donnie was there. I saw some other guys that have come up and volunteered to help Jose get stuff out. Man, they just got on top of this deal once we figured out what we needed to do, and they've got most of the water up.
Good.
And a lot of the debris and the trash, except in the two most damaged rooms. And part of the problem with them is the ceiling tile stuff still could be falling. You could possibly be hurt.
Yep.
But they jumped on top of that right away. So we had to have video and pictures so that then they take that back to the insurance company and say, see, this does need to be replaced because this water was standing at this level. So the purpose of that was not just to get Jack out and about in the community, but it was to document the damage. So we have it electronically, so we can reproduce it as much as we need. So that's why you would take pictures so you can document what it was, and some of that stuff had to be thrown away already.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
sorry.
So that's all right. So as we move past the chemistry lab, all of the rooms on the south side, I don't know what they are. There's a computer lab in there,
On the very far east end, and a couple math rooms,
a couple other rooms, and all of those rooms had quite a bit of water in them on the floor. No overhead damage, but all the floor and anything on the floor was wet. And then as you turn the corner and go down the north wing, is where the bigger damage is. That's where
Miss Rawlings' room is there.
Yep.
Miss Parrish, I can't remember who's between those two. Maybe Mr. Parker.
Mr. Parker's in between them.
Okay.
I think.
I can't remember for sure.
So there's three rooms there.
Miss Gwen is on the west side of that north. She's the northwest corner.
Gotcha.
Probably where the majority of the damage.
So all of the rooms on the north wing had quite a bit of full-on water damage. The two on the very north end were where the big damage was, where ceiling, insulation, ductwork, the grid that holds the ceiling tiles up, most of it come down. So there was not only water on the floor, but water up above came down on top of computers and desks.
Water's in a lot of the ductwork that feeds the heating units, so they're not going to be working. They're not going to be. I doubt they'll be salvageable, but that was where the majority of the.
Yeah, when I was in there was water in the ductworks running into the furnace. Yep. It was like going the wrong way.
Yep.
But it was just a sloppy mess with insulation on the floor and ceiling tiles, and so quite a bit of cleanup to do. But the pros will go in and make sure it's all safe and air quality is good and all that kind of thing.
And I know there's been a lot of concern about that, and rightfully so. But that's why, again, we're starting off day one with that being the first thing we get accomplished is getting it dried out so it's safe.
Right. And that's the difference between, hiring a true professional, what do you call it, a remediator? I don't know what they're called.
We call them restoration.
Restoration guys
Yeah.
that know how to deal with this stuff all the time. And
I think mediation would work. I think they mediate bad situations.
Gotcha.
So
yeah, you'll need that.
we do restoration.
Yeah, you'll need that between you and the insurance company later.
Right.
But the guys
I've
that do
been
the
in
work,
mediation before.
yeah, the guys that actually do the work know what they're doing. All right. Is there anything else you want to add or?
No, be patient. Again, we're working through this as best we can, and again, getting the kids back in school the quick as possible and as quickly as we can in an orderly manner is the primary goal. But it's going to take time. I'm sure there's going to be some missteps along the way and a few hiccups here and there. But again, that's the goal. And email me. Again, I can't tell you how much that helps. If you see an issue, or you have a concern, or you have a thought, send me an email. I do get those, and I do respond.
Yep.
So.
Yep. All right. Very, very cool. All right. Thanks, Mike.